So it is coronavirus day 422, and it's stay at home to day 33, 31 practically. So we have a surprisingly 2,864 daily cases today. Okay, which is actually surprisingly surprising. And today's case, Pure Region is in the lead, surprisingly. It's been a while, months later, and with 803 high cases, with Toronto with 600 trailing behind with 684 high cases. 285 is from York Region. 133 is from Hamilton. 125 is from Durham Region. 110 is from London-Middlesex Region, and 107 is from Ottawa. And actual case order, unlike what they're showing me right now. So it's been a while since London-Middlesex Region ends up on this list. So 25 and so. "25 deaths have been reported. And I'm getting an update from so. I'm looking at different websites, and I have not seen any updates on the variant cases. So the previous yesterday's what was shown was UK variants were at 83,350. South African variants are at 326. Brazilian variants were at 33,055. And India double-mutant variants were at 180. Well, if you combine the numbers for Brampton and Ottawa, which was if you add 141 and 30. Yeah, so it was like somewhat around there. So it was like a 177. So and of course India is going through dealing with literally contributing at least almost 50% of all coronavirus cases. And of course, cremations and body burnings have been involved. and of course Doug Ford has requested ventilators be sent to India to help out Indians affected and of course it's getting worse. So I got a vaccine update from City News. So if you want to book your vaccine, you can go to the COVID-19.ontario.ca/book vaccine. I went on that, and yep, you can do it by phone. It's a toll-free number with 1-888-999-6488. And a pharmacy is your third option, which you will have a specific wait time that you have to wait. You could get the AstraZeneca vaccine or the Moderna vaccine. So I got an update from City News. Toronto said they'll put the vaccine. They're apparently now they're available at pharmacies for those 18 and up in Toronto and Pure Region, while pharmacy locations in Durham Region, Hamilton, Ottawa, Windsor-Essex Region, and York Region are providing doses of the Moderna vaccine. So and unlike the rest of Ontario, Pure Region is actually being a good sport, and they're vaccinating everyone 18 and up. So stay-at-home rules are pretty much I have it down below. It's pretty standard. And of course, the checkpoint rules for Ontario, Quebec, and Ontario Manitoba borders. Yeah, I have it on Google Docs. I was tired of typing it all out, and so excuse the background noise. So I have the information all there. So if you're going into crossing in from Quebec or Manitoba into Ontario for a specific reason, or if you're going into Quebec for a specific reason, then you gotta follow Quebec rules, which of course provided. So so the Canadian Pediatric Society is calling on Ontario provincial government to immediately reopen outdoor recreation spaces, saying closures having devastating effects on children and youth amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So on Twitter they said using hashtag mental health, to they said they requested to immediate the Ontario government to reopen outdoor recreation spaces for kids and mobilize the plan to get students safely back in school. However, the playgrounds are open, but they're really the pediatric society. They're really pushing it. However, I noticed there's some several flaws with this. So So coronavirus cases are still high. Variant cases are still high. And of course, it's not safe to send some kids back to school in certain regions. And I'm talking about Toronto and Peel region. And of course, and it has been we have seen people sort of at these playgrounds and facilities, places where you can people can kids can there have been some kids who are not social distancing. They are not having a mask on, and they're technically breaking coronavirus regulations with this and they're gathering in large numbers when they could just keep it under 10 or 5 or 10. Because outdoor requirement max number was 10 for any gatherings or any events or any outdoor event or any kind. The maximum number was 10. People have broke this rule with 40 people or the 20 people at the same time, or 40, or yeah. Let's see, we've seen, not to mention people have been breaking this rule in Peterborough. They broke this rule in Coburg. They really broke this rule in Kingston. Oh, the problem is we cannot. The government cannot approve the reopening of such things if people will not agree to keep the numbers until under 10 people at a time. Wear masks. Don't get too close to anyone. So anyone that stay 2 meters or further away from each other. And it's not just the people under that age breaking the rules. It's also the people, adults have been breaking this rule. Aylmer, up in Timmins, Peterborough, Kingston. downtown Toronto. This is why if people can't, like, you know, promise to follow rules, and this is why, although people do want to get rid of coronavirus, and yes, being a citizen myself, I do want coronavirus to be gone. Well, the only way we're going to get rid of coronavirus is if we follow coronavirus safety rules, and you know, which is pretty standard. Wear a mask, wash your hands, sanitize your hand if there's no sink or washroom near you. Stay 2 meters away from other people, not from the same household as you. And all lineups, wear your mask on at all times. And of course, 2 meters away from each other. So some people, they just can't follow the 2 meter rule. To just, yeah. So the Canada Canadian Pediatric Society, they should have really thought about the flaws before, and what people have been breaking the rules. So technically, these people who broke the rules, they literally brought it up on themselves, calling this the government to having to close these places. You know, it's like make stupid decisions, win stupid prizes. So the Canadian Pediatric Society should have thought twice before even thinking about making a request like this. Because I got proof. So remember, just a reminder, enforcement officers have the authority to break up any gatherings of any kind. So fines for breaking the EMCPA rule, which is for lockdowns and stay-at-home rules, which is the Emergency Medical Civil Protection Act rule. So $750, and depends if sometimes you might get a $130 surcharge. Some don't. Some didn't get charged. Portal Police did charge the people from people from the GTHA, like fishing in our area when they should stay in their own region. $880 if multiple people from different addresses. Timmins police caught 5 people from Brampton. $1,000 for preventing others from following orders. And $10,000 for those who planned the gathering. So hospitalization is currently 1832, which is sort of lowered. 851 people hospitalized. -7 under an ICU, and 588 of those using a ventilator. And of course, they chose not to show long-term care homes. That's so. Last time's number was 3,763. Staff number has not changed, and outbreaks were still at 50. So please follow coronavirus safety rules and regulations and stay-at-home rules. Don't have any gatherings. Follow Ontario and Quebec border rules if crossing for essential reasons. To those trying to break rules, your rights are more important than the rest of us trying to lower ICU patient numbers. And this also goes out to the Canadian Pediatric Society. Please double think twice before making such statements, because there is some problems that could be affected if they open it again. There's bound to be people breaking the rules again. Stay safe, folks.